If you do videos, if you're worried about doing videos, this will probably resonate with you. I see this all the time where instead of just talking to your audience and just being yourself, people put on this kind of persona. And my persona was trying to be that presenter. People want real connections. People want real people. They just became almost online business caricatures of themselves. The secret to doing videos and the secret to being successful online is to be you. And the skill that we need to develop as online business owners is... Just before we get started with this video, do me a favor, if this is the first time that you visited the channel, just go and hit the subscribe button just below there. It really helps me out and it just means I can keep producing better and better content as we go along. Alright, hope you enjoy this episode. Let's talk about how to optimize your videos and make them just generally better. Okay, one thing that I noticed with me is I do a lot of videos, and I looked at my YouTube channel. I thought this thing is not really doing as well as it should be. Okay, the content is there, in my mind the content is there, the quality is there, so why are my videos underperforming? And yes, it could be an SEO issue, it could be all sorts of things going on, but one of the things I want to talk to you about in this video is more the connection with your audience. It's so important to connect with your audience more. One of the things I'm going to be talking about in a future video is the growing gap between people producing a load of content from AI and people who are doing videos like this. This isn't AI, by the way, this is the real me, okay? And people want real connections, people want real people, because that's how people do business. So what I'm going to talk about here is kind of my experience on the way that I deliver on camera, and hopefully, based on the things that I've learned about me, I can pass that on to you and you can benefit from it. So when I first started doing videos, it was back in about 2006, and I started doing DIY videos. I was in construction, still do construction when I want to, but I was doing plastering videos, and I would film me doing plastering. I would then do a presentation to camera, and there's really, if you do videos, if you're worried about doing videos, this will probably resonate with you. I'd be sat there, you know, in the place that I was going to plaster. There'd be all plastering stuff around, all set up properly. I'd have like a little, if I got it, it's over there, I'll show you in a minute. I bought a little video camera with a little DV tape in it, and I used that, and I used to rehearse the lines, press the video recorder to record, and suddenly this nonsense would come out of my mouth. Okay, it would be, oh, now what do I do? And it was like this weird perceived kind of stress that when that red light came on, I just couldn't do it. And so what I did, I looked at presenters and I looked at performers, and I looked at presenters that I liked, and I looked at people like Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear. Okay, look at the way he presented, and I thought, I like that. I like the way, I like the cadence that he does it, so I'm going to do that. Okay, and instead of being me, I sort of became this presenter, and I became a kind of a wannabe Jeremy Clarkson, if you like. It wasn't really, but that's what I thought. And that technique improved the way I was on camera. And I thought in my head, oh, look at me, I'm great. Okay, and people would come and film me, and I would say, okay, this might take 2 or 3 takes, and I'd do it in 1 take, and they go, oh, that's perfect, great. Okay, from a technical standpoint, it was good. From a communicating with your audience standpoint, probably not so good. And then when you move into developing an online business where you're communicating with your audience and you're talking to them, you're trying to develop a connection, if you've got a presenter type thing going on, it can be detrimental to what you're trying to do. And this was something that was picked up by my good lady Jules, and she says, you know what, you sound like Alan Wicker. And I was like, I beg your pardon? No, I've been doing this years. I'm really good at this. Everyone likes my videos. Everyone says I'm really good at videos. People tell me videos are my superpower. And I got, by admission, I got quite defensive over my video presentation. But she's right, as always. And I see this all the time, where instead of just talking to your audience and just being yourself, people put on this kind of persona. And my persona was trying to be that presenter, still trying to sound interesting, still trying to pique people's interest, still trying to trying to do the techniques that I've learned. But you don't need all that. You don't need all that. All you need to do is look at the camera and talk to someone like you're talking to them down the pub. Okay? And you imagine if you spoke to your partner like you speak to your audience on YouTube, okay, or maybe the way that you want to speak to your audience on YouTube. Okay, maybe we go into presenter mode, and we go, hello, my name's John McLauchlan, and your missus says, what do you want for dinner tonight? And you go, well, I'll have chips with fish and mushy peas. It's ridiculous, okay? But a lot of people do that, and those cadences and those intonations happen because they think that's what needs to be done, because they think it looks more professional. When you look at actual presenters, the likes of Jeremy Clarkson, what you're looking at is someone that's got years of experience and knows how to present for television and also connect to an audience. It's not just a case of talking like someone, it's a real skill. And the skill that we need to develop as online business owners is just talking as us. We don't need to be anybody else, because us is our brand. We are our brand. So don't try and be anybody else. Don't try and impress anyone. Just talk to them like you're talking to anyone down a pub. And that's really the takeaway from this. And the bigger takeaway for me was getting rid of my ego, because my presenting thing, I've been doing it 10 years, 20 years, talking to people on camera. I know what I'm doing, okay? But do I really know what I'm doing? And as online business owners, we're constantly learning, and we're constantly investing in things that are going to take us to the next level, because we're always going to the next level, and sometimes we come back to the first level and so on and so forth. But we've always got to be learning, and we've always got to be just listening to people and listening to your audience and listening to what they don't say sometimes. Because in this industry, a lot of people, they'll go, that was great, you're wonderful, that was a wonderful presentation, that video was really good. But was it really good? Okay, it was really good, but you haven't bought anything. Okay, it was really good, but you never became a lead. So what's going on? And it just comes back to when you do your videos, when you hit the record button, you can talk. I'll be honest, I do lots of videos where I tried to do a review the other day, and I got 3 or 4 takes in, probably 10 or 15 minutes each, and I stopped and I went, John, you're just waffling, okay? Because quite honestly, we do a lot of waffling when we do these sorts of videos. And the only reason I sound like I'm waffling now is because I want to try and impart the knowledge and the information to you as well. That the secret to doing videos and the secret to being successful online is to be you. And I know for a lot of people, they don't want to be them. They want to be somebody else when they're online. And a lot of people go, oh yeah, it's because of work. And if work see what I'm doing, they might not be very happy. So I'm going to try and be somebody else. And you've got to be yourself. And one of the most powerful things you can do when you do video is to document your journey. Just do what I'm doing now. I found, this is the feedback I got from my videos. I was being to Alan Wicker. If anyone knows Alan Wicker actually was a really good presenter, but he was a presenter for a broad audience back in the 60s and 70s, and probably I think into the 80s. I think he did a lot of travel and things. Really good. Okay, but you're not going to connect with an audience when you're building an online business by being that kind of presenter. But yeah, it comes back to documenting your journey. and just being yourself and just talking to people. And it almost comes back to the feel, felt, found thing. This is how I felt. This is how I feel. This is how I dealt with it. And what I found is this. And maybe you can do this. Okay. So if you give your experiences, people really resonate with that. The other thing I'll say as well is, many years ago, the way to attract an audience, because we were talking about attraction marketing, still a great thing. You still attract people to you based on the information and the value that you give out to your audience or to your marketplace. But it was all about being a leader. I've got to be the leader. I've got to be the leader. So what does that mean? It means I've got to be somebody else, because I'm not a leader, because I've just started, so I've got to be somebody else. And that's what happened with a lot of people. And they just became almost online business caricatures of themselves. And it was ridiculous. And I know some people still try and do that because they don't have the confidence to go out and go, hey, look, I'm an online business owner. I started yesterday. I know nothing. Okay, but here I am doing a video. And if people did that, rather than saying, well, I've only started yesterday, so what can I say? And they come out with something that doesn't really align with who they are or what they've done, doesn't talk about their experiences. People don't see that authenticity. They don't see they're genuine, so they don't entertain their videos. So another point as well I'll say is that when you're doing videos, you're being yourself, you've got to be vulnerable. And for me, talking about, my partner Jules, pointing out that, what I'm doing could be improved. That for me is like a vulnerability. That for me attacks my weaker ego. A couple of years ago that would have been, don't go there, you know nothing about this, I know everything. Okay, that's just ego talking. And one of the things that we've got to do as well when we do this, we've got to get rid of the ego. When you get rid of the ego, I know we're going off patter here a little bit, but when you get rid of the ego, your life completely changes. Let me tell you, particularly if you're a man. So let's wrap this up. When you're doing videos, be yourself. When you're doing videos, document your journey and just talk to your audience like you're talking to a mate down a pub. Okay? And, maybe depending on your actual audience, you might want to edit what you say, okay? Because maybe some things that you say down the pub with your mate might be a little bit, not for those ears. But think about your audience. Think about how you communicate with them. Look at their pain points. Just talk. Share your journey. And give them snippets of information that may help them. And that, my friends, is how you build an online business. If you do that consistently, people are going to get to know, like, and trust you. People are going to reach out. Okay? The online marketing thing, let me finish with this. The online marketing thing is almost like a power of pitch fest. It's who can shout the loudest, and it's wrong. You never want to be pitching anything. Yes, you can talk about your products. You can talk about your services if somebody asks you. But the whole ethos of what we do and attraction marketing is down to people asking you. As soon as you say, I've got this great product, I've got this great thing, okay, then you're pushing people, you're pushing yourself on people, and it doesn't work. What works is just sharing your information. Hey, you know what? Yesterday I didn't know anything, and now I can send an email. I know that sounded a bit presenter. Okay, sorry, but now I can send an email. This is what I learned, and this is how I feel. Now that's more important. How do you feel? Well, actually, I feel more confident because I'd never sent an email before, or I'd never set up an autoresponder before. Now I can do it. How great is that? You could do the same. And when people resonate with that, people aren't interested how much you know. All they want to do is connect with you. And if you're authentic, then bang, people will connect with you. So I hope that has helped you. If you've got any questions, by all means, drop me a comment below. I always respond to questions, and anything I can help you with, reach out in the usual way. I'm John McLauchlan. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.